It's a time for pick it from China. Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video we are going to take a close look at another weird console from AliExpress or China. And this is one of them that I'm thinking, this is maybe quite interesting. I've seen myself on share like NES classics, Super Nintendo classic, PlayStation weird ones. But this one is an NES with some pretty interesting controllers. I personally love the font on this retro game console. Yeah, the weirdness is like this system does call themselves Retro Game Edition. You know, like there's no like particular type whatsoever. And if you go into search this, you will find a shitload of them, of these things. So they are just using everything they can find on the internet, or it seems to be. You can see like they're using just a Pac-Man from background, have nothing to do with Pac-Man in general. So we do have like the option for NES, Super Famicom, Mega Drive, Game Boy Advance, built-in 8GB TF card, or love it how they say like it's built-in. You know, you can just put it out. It's not really built-in, but you're getting one for free. Warning, choking hazard. Alright, so that's it. Like classic game console, 2 wireless controls. When we're going to check it out when we're opening it up. I think the most interesting thing is like the controllers. I just wanted to see it for myself. Okay, this is like a unique design. Yeah, did I ever seen it like this? No. We do get like 2 slider joysticks, but what's kind of even weirder is like this one is slider joystick. Think about the PlayStation Portable. This one is having like a different height. It's an interesting option. I wish that I went for like just normal, let's say, Nintendo Switch joystick lookalikes. There's 4 separate buttons that need to be D-pad. Feel quite nice, to be honest. If you're going to do it like this, but very short travel. A, B, H, Y, like very tiny. Okay, when it comes to the center, there we're going to get some interesting things. So we do have like the home, select, start, and plus, minus. I'm guessing can even adjust the volume or something like that. So the controllers are interesting. We do have like some shoulder buttons. And they feel quite nice. Clickish, but nice. So the overall controller, yeah, I must say like the quality is cheap, and of course, let's smell it. They don't smell chemical at all. They come with, that is even like weirder, they just like the Mega Drive connection. Oh, by the way, you cannot use a Mega Drive control. I've tried it so many times with these devices. You think it is, you think it can work, but it isn't. So this is just a family computer system, completely black edition. When you're looking at normal, the normal was gray or something like gray with black, but it's just a completely black edition. At the back, we're going to get an HDMI, the all famous built-in SD card, an 8GB, so yeah, that's not a lot. The funny thing is that we do have the option for an AV out and the input micro USB for the board, the front power, and then reset, and 2 controller ports, and that's it. Comes with an HDMI cable. It doesn't even come with a freaking AV cable. Like, what's the point of having an AV function if you don't have an AV cable? And there is also no power supply. This thing called the AMX 1033. I think I've seen this manual before, but it's this famous toilet paper manual, like always, nothing special. Oh, here it says like, it doesn't build in games, need download games to TF card. Oh, okay. So, I think the maximum is 32GB, and I need to use a 5-volt charger. So let's get my one for my storage. And yeah, it says like an NES, Super NES, Mega Drive, GBA. Maybe we can play some Game Boy Classic, but it is. And the system settings. Huh. Alright, so let's take a close look. What are we going to get? Alright, so let's plug it in and let's see what we're going to get. I have seen this menu now before, because this is the new standard when it comes to NES Minis. It looks kind of cool, like this, basically this background with the flaming like logos. I think it's pretty damn cool. But the thing is, what can we expect? We do have like the same logo and kind of things going on when it comes to the X16 handhelds. Alright. Wow. Seriously? I went to the settings and there are no freaking... Hello? There's nothing happening. Weird. Okay, so let's give it a reset. Let's see what happens now. And I think we're going to get the same intro like the handhelds that we've seen before, like the X16, X9, stuff like that. I can tell you that's not a good thing normally. Another interesting thing, like you can see like it has some built-in NES game feature, but when you're making some folders on your SD card, you will have the option to add more games. Alright, so let's go to the settings again. Okay, there we go. Power saving, language. I can change out the annoying key showing. We're going to do that. That's much better. We can format the card, something you don't need to do. Alright, so let's change out the offset. Can we change something about this? So there we go. Alright. I have no idea how to basically change out the other one. Oh, there we go. Need to press the Y button. Alright, let's go back. So that has been adjusted. And let's go into the games and let's see what we can do over there. When opening the file, we do have the option to make a quick load, quick save. We do have the settings, keyboard mapping, screen size. And we need to have the original size, if I'm saying it correctly. We don't have like the original aspect ratio, so that's pretty damn cool to have this. Starting the game, pressing restart, yeah. But, okay, crap, I messed it up. Press the home button, will bring me back over here. Let's do the screen size again, and let's do on scale. Alright, so let's go return the game, and there we have. Alright, nice. Let's try some games, let's see how it works. What I find quite interesting that the volume button actually works. It's a weird feature on the controller, but I personally really like it. Okay, so let's play a game. Don't see any weird screen tearing whatsoever, so the emulation of the NES part is pretty damn good. Cap. Sounds a little bit slow. You can see the aspect ratio works basically for every single system. It automatically like changes everything to scale. To be honest, I find it not like the perfect aspect ratio, or it can be me, but a little bit too like squeezed together. It did struggle here and there. Okay, shoulder buttons haven't been mapped correctly. Find it a little bit choppy image, but maybe that is me. That sounds kind of weird. It's more like there's an echo or something. Also, the ring sounds not like it should be. Everything sounds like a little bit off. Sound effects are here. You can hear like the ring sounds should be different. I've played the game so crazy a lot that I still messed that part up. The sound is absolutely garbage. That's not like it's supposed to be. But also here, like, it sounds kind of weird. I have this sound. I've played this game so much. That's also the reason I keep repeating playing games, because I can just hear and see things. Especially the hearing. It's like, you can see I do have this idea. We have like a smaller delay, a very small delay in the audio. It's kind of interesting. Doing so many of these reviews, they still cannot manage to get it right, you know. The gameplay in general is not bad, but it's just the audio that completely fucks up this game. You can see like a couple of second delay. Absolutely garbage. Oh yeah. Da-da, da-da. Next up, let's do a quick teardown. And a lot of you love them, so let's rip it apart and we could love some rip and tear. Oh boy, like I must say that I'm a little bit disappointed when it comes to the overall quality. I was expecting to have like a good, okay quality one, but when it comes to emulation, but nope, they absolutely messed this up. Okay, I'll give myself a different screwdriver. Let's see if this one fits. And again, like they are still making these things after like so many years. They try to improve it. Like we do have like different software now. Like the first generation I've reviewed was like NES clones with yeah like a lot of problems, including screen tearing or no aspect ratio. They're trying to make a multi-device. All those have reviewed many of them, and like some of them were like super expensive back in the day. I think they asked like around 60 up to 70 freaking dollars for it, and they were all garbage. This one is cheaper, but still, in my opinion, it's garbage. So let's take a close look in here. So do have the same specification that we have seen before with some cheaper ones. So at the front we're going to get ourselves the PCB that basically has everything attached to it, like the micro switches over here. Of course 2 different ones because this is the on off and this is the reset. Then we have like the pins of the ports have been basically soldered straight into this cheap board. You can see like this thing has been made in 2020, so as making this video this is already like old. Connections quite interesting. They're using this flex cable that goes over here, and here we do have like the main board. And the main board, yeah. Well, let's take a close look at the chip itself and what we can find. So we do have like the WinBond chip over here. Hynix or Hynix, how you pronounce this. Like these are like 2 familiar ones for me. But this is an interesting one. So this is basically a brand or basically a type I've never seen before, but also not like have seen before, never seen before. It's also like I don't know like what kind of specifications. It says here like the G1005. I looked it up and also used this code over here. But basically, when you're typing this in, you're going to get yourself like an Apple M1 Pro chip, something like that. So that cannot be right. So there is not a lot of information about it. Also, this thing has been made in 2022, like the front PCB. But that's it. That's really the only thing that we're going to get in this tiny box. Well, I just want to give them some extra credits for the wicked device they made. And I mean, like, when you're looking at the controllers, it's like not bad at all. Like, it's not super comfortable. And I mean, like, especially the D-pad, but it plays, and I think it's pretty damn cool, especially when you're looking at the NES part. But unfortunately, when you're looking at the system itself, it's absolutely garbage when you're looking at some emulation performance. Let me know in the comments what do you think of this. I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing. Damn it, I think went loose. And it will be great to see you in the next video. Let's go.